Hi guys, hope you are working hard for your board examination. Again, I am here with my next video, that is my fifth video based on chapter 1. That is your of book Indian Economic Development, and the chapter is basically your the very first chapter, that is Indian economy on the eve of independence, right? So I will be discussing in this particular video the India's demographic condition during the colonial period. Guys, it is very important to cover each and every topic of the book. If you are looking for 100 marks, you really need to go through with the content in detail. So my purpose of making this video is to bring all the important terminologies, points, information, data, so that you guys can attempt all type of questions that can come in the probability of those questions would be there in the examination. So kindly focus and go through my each and every video. And one more thing, if you're really liking my videos, give me thumbs up, give me more subscription, give more likes, rotate that video so that I should be inspired to do more hard work for you guys, right? So my channel is Economic Insight. Go for it, subscribe it, and like it. Okay, so let's start with the this particular topic, demographic condition. When we talk about demographic condition, you should understand the term what is demographic is all about. When we talk about demographic, it signifies the condition or the type of population growth in the India, means where we state the various features that signifies the population of that very particular country. So during the Britisher rule, what was the demographic condition? No doubt, if agriculture industrial sector is itself was very backward, and if you see the content, we have not discussed anything in entire book regarding the service sector. That was not at all there at the time of British or colonial rule. So you can understand what kind of demographic structure we could have on that time, right? So this would be the question, like demographic condition during British will exhibit the feature of backward Indian economy. Do you agree this statement is correct? This condition was completely backward and stagnant at the time of Britishers. Now how they were backward and stagnant? First of all, the very first data or the information or the census collected for this very particular feature, that is demographic condition, to know about the population of the country, was done in 1881, right? Sorry, that was done in 1881. Can you see this very important data? It can come in your examination, so please learn this data. When was the first census has been collected for the demo, to understand or to know about the demographic graphic structure under the British colonial rule, was 1881. Though it was collected for the first time, the census was done for the first time, the data that was presented on that point of time was uneven in terms of population growth. That means whatever the information interpret by that very particular census was not clear, uneven in terms of population growth. But afterwards, we decided that it should be carried out after every 10 years. After every 10 years. Since then, we are calculating the census, we are calculating the data related to population, and then we interpret the economy, how it is going on, what is the condition of people over a 10-year, how much growth has been taken place. There are certain things that we need to take care, that we will be discussing through these bullet point, through which we conclude about doing the after doing the census, right? So one more piece of important information, that 1921 is considered as a year of great divide, because India was moving from the first stage of demographic transaction to the second stage of the demographic transaction. So what it means, what is the difference between first and second stage? That the difference between that the death rate, which was earlier very high, now they started to decline. At the same time, birth rate also started to increase. That means earlier the death rate was high, even the birth rate was also high. So that was the main thing under the second stage of transition. So it can be asked in 1 marks in terms of the year, which year or what we called it and why we called it. Though in why you can write one thing, that it was the beginning of second stage transition, from the first stage we were moving towards the second stage of transition, right, in terms of demographic condition. That would help you to score 1 mark easily, right? So following are the quantitative appraisal of Indian demographic profile during the colonial period. Let's say the like when we do the census, what we conclude, the first thing that we talk about, the literacy rate, that how many people are educated on an average basis in a country. So it was less than 16%, which is very horrified data if you will consider in today's scenario. At the same time, female literacy was only 7% on that point of time. The birth rate and death rate both were very high at the time of colonial rule. I hope you know the definition, because it may asked in the 1 marker. Birth rate refers to the number of children born per thousand in a year. Very important, don't miss any of the word over in your definition. And death rate refers to the number of people die per thousand in a year. Similarly, there is one more term that is called infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate, it's a terminology we use for the infant when a child die. You must have studied in your 10th standard, but still for a recapitulation, when the child die in per thousand 1 year of age, within the 1 year of age, then we called infant mortality rate. It was very high during that point of time also. So if you'll see that the data has been given for the infant mortality rate, about 218 per thousand, 218 per thousand was there the infant mortality rate, which is now, if you will compare it in the present scenario, is only 40 per thousand, right? So this was the condition of birth rate and death rate. Lack of public health services. The public health center run by the government, and the number of government hospitals, doctors, which has been provided by the government, that was quite less, because government itself was under the control of the Britishers, which they were not concerned with the health of the people on that time. That led to a great water and airborne diseases. When you don't have any proper treatment, you don't have proper hospitals to treat yourself, you'll not take care of it, then definitely that kind of diseases will spread over, and which took a huge toll on life. That means no number of death took place on that point of time. Another is your low life expectancy. Expectancy means number of years that a person will live. That is called low expectancy of life. And it was only 44 years, which is, if we'll talk about in present scenario, it is 68 years. One thing I am missing over here, one more bullet that I'll add just now, that is your extensive poverty. Another feature under the demographic structure is extensive poverty. See, the means of earning was very less on that time. Opportunities to earn money was very less time. When you don't have money, you will not have sufficient food. When you will not have sufficient food, your chances to get in illness will definitely be quite high. And that was the state on that time. People were not having money to buy food, or the availability of food is not there. Whatever the situation, that led them to under a situation where they fall ill, they don't have money to cure themselves, they don't have food to take them give them that proper nutritive value that they can have a normal life. People were struggling for house, basic necessity, clean water, drinking water, hygiene. That was the various issues on that point of time. So that was the state of your India's demographic condition during the British colonial rule. So a question may come, especially in terms of year of Great Depression, Great Divide. That is more important, which can come in your examination, I think. And this piece of information also can be asked for the 1 marks, and this have the probability of coming in the 3 or 4 marks. And if entire question can come, you can write the entire content. Hope this video help you to understand India's demographic conditions. So in my next video, I will be coming with the two topic altogether, try to cover, and I think 2 more videos will come, and then I'll finish it up with the chapter. So see you guys with new video. Till that time, bye, see ya, wait for my next video.